Hi, I'm Debbie Richardson.
Shane Constable.
We started our journey with Palash nearly 2 years ago. This is our first time together buying investment property. We were referred to Palash from a mutual friend and very grateful for that connection.
The reason why we got into real estate, into investing in real estate, was we were both in our late 40s, and it was just to try and get ourselves set up for retirement and early retirement if possible. And we saw real estate as the best way probably the quickest way to achieve that.
It was also a way for us to minimise our tax because we were looking at some tax savings as well. So that's where real estate gave us that opportunity. High income property has helped me to have a better understanding of real estate and investment. I was quite the cynic coming into this process, had different belief systems, and Palash was patiently able to explain every aspect of it, gave us a number of different options for us to have a look at. He patiently answered any questions that I had, but he was very credible, and there was a lot of evidence backed up behind the properties that he had researched. So for my brain, he was actually able to point out all the different advantages and disadvantages. It was just a very logical argument that I could actually see for myself. So in terms of that, it helped me to overcome some of those initial fears about investing. It actually helped us to find the right location. Without Palash's help, I don't know if we could have actually come to an agreement on the right property, but it was quite easy with the way he had presented it. As it turned out, the property that he had suggested had increased in value from the time that we had actually made the arrangements to purchase it. It was a house and land package. To the time that we actually had it tenanted, it had increased in value by, what was it, 150, 200,000?
Well, it's over 200, and it could be close to 3.
So straight off the bat, once the property was built, it was a $200,000 increase. So that was a step in the right direction for us, and that enables us to confidently go into the direction of our next investment property.
I'm satisfied with the service from high income property because like we said, Palash gave us those options, and we chose the option, and it basically did exactly what he said it would do, plus some. So, which is very satisfying. It's to come into this and be putting into, it's a $475,000 investment, our first investment, and to find that at the end of it you've got a $750,000 possible investment is it's a very satisfying thing, and it was a no-brainer for us just to go, okay, let's go and do another one straight away. So
it exceeded our expectations. It's probably the easiest way.
Palash told us it was probably $500 to $505 a week it'd be worth to rent, and we're getting $550.
He was correct with his figures. He had done a lot of research, and it turned out that his figures were correct. So his calculations on the returns and things like that he predicted end up being quite correct. So in the end, he won me over through his logic and through the evidence. He runs a tight ship with his presentations. He had it all there. I could take it away and mull over it and work out through the figures myself. And I did check up on some of the figures. I did check up on the rental returns that he was talking about, and everything rang true. And the proof was in the pudding, so to speak. So 2 years on, and every one of the figures that he represented in those initial talks came true.
Our next one we're looking at probably in Victoria. So we're not going to be driving past it. We're not going to be doing those things, but we know that Palash looks after that. So Palash, high income, looks after the whole build basically, and we shouldn't need to worry about a thing. You'll get the keys at the end of it, and probably won't get the keys. It might be just handed to a real estate agent, and Palash looked after the whole thing from go to woe. I think that's the benefit for anyone that is thinking about it, is that he will look after the whole thing for you. You know, you pay a deposit, get your loan approved, and that's it.